In this mini lecture, really what we're trying to do is introduce you to your Blue Ocean strategy assignment that you have to complete for class. So I wanted to just spend a couple minutes talking about what Blue Ocean strategy is, how it's effective, how it's different than the other types of marketing strategy that we just went over when we're talking about the marketing plan, and then show you the actual deliverable that you'll need to put back into Blackboard for your assignment. So let's talk about what is Blue Ocean strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy is actually an amazing business book. It's one of my favorite business books of all time. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend putting it on your list. I know you guys have a lot of readings that you're going to be doing over the course of the next year. Even if you don't read the whole thing for this assignment, which is not required, please put it on your list of readings for when the semesters and when you're graduated from the program. The whole idea behind Blue Ocean is to figure out how to find a place for your business or for your product where other people, other companies don't currently compete. They refer to this idea as uncontested market space. The whole setup and the idea of this is that a lot of companies get caught up fighting for existing market share, trying to figure out how to either steal market share from their competition or how to grow what's probably an already saturated market share pie, and the growth potential is not as large. So instead, what the authors of this book propose, and this was based off of a study of 150 different strategic moves over decades of research, is instead of trying to fight for existing share or existing market space, you should really try and go out and find new market space, a new place to compete. This is also a different way of thinking than how we talked about building the marketing strategy section of your marketing plan in a couple lectures ago. Not that the marketing strategy that we talked about there is only talking about Red Ocean. There are still a lot of great things about how to build a marketing strategy in this way. What I'd like you to do is think about how you can incorporate these ideas of how to look for a blue ocean into your marketing strategy and see if there's a way for you to incorporate both. So this is a new way of thinking about how to develop a marketing strategy, or how you can evolve your marketing strategy beyond what you've put into the marketing plan section. This visual shows some key differences between a red ocean and a blue ocean. And you can start to look through, these are a lot of things that companies are trying to do today, and unknowingly are focusing more on this red ocean, this already existing and probably highly competitive market space. Instead, trying to shift your thinking to more of a blue ocean and figuring out how to develop a new product to your existing customers, how to find existing customers that might not have thought to use your product to meet their needs, how to market yourself in a new way. It's challenging marketers to think differently, and that's why I like it. So in the Blue Ocean Strategy assignment document that you have in Blackboard, there's a great introduction to what Blue Ocean is, kind of summarizing what it is, why it's important, how it was developed over time. It also has a great introductory video, where very short 5-minute video that talks about the concept behind Blue Ocean directly from the authors of the book. So please make sure that you watch the short introduction video. And then I tried to highlight the main tools that they use in order to figure out how to identify this blue ocean. The one concept that they talk about is referred to as value innovation. There's a great little write-up about that and a visual that you can look through in the assignment document. Again, just trying to help you identify an opportunity for blue ocean. I guess I should say this also. So when I'm talking about this Blue Ocean Strategy assignment, you can either conduct and fulfill this assignment requirements on your current company, or your current job or current product that you're working with. Or if you think that you're going to try and break into a new company or a new industry or field after graduation, you can conduct this exercise on the new industry or the new product, because that will only help you with your interview later on. So I'll go over the idea of the value innovation is in that document. And the main kind of map that the authors have put together, the main tool, is what they refer to as a strategy canvas. And a strategy canvas looks like this. And it basically pits your product or your company against your top competitors on the factors that you are going to identify as the most important things for that industry. And so the first thing that you'll do is, one, pick a company that you want to be your focal company. That's kind of who you're going to be representing. And then you're going to pick 2 to 3 of the top competitors of that product or service. So that's kind of the first piece. That's how you are going to come up with these names up here. Then you need to come up with what you think are the most important factors of competition for that particular industry. So you'll get a good list of those. I'd say between 7 to 10 is ideal, and that's really going to give you a nice, robust map. So you'll come up first with the brands and the brand you want to be. Then you'll come up with the factors of competition that are most important for that industry based on what you know about the industry. And then the final piece is you actually need to rank each brand or score each brand on each of the different factors of competition. And when you're done, you're going to come up with something that looks like this. Inside the same assignment folder inside Blackboard, not only do you have the actual written introduction and the assignment requirements, but there's also an Excel template that you can use to build your strategy canvas. And it looks like this. So once you open up that document, this is what you're going to see. There's one where you have an airline example. You can take a look at that. I'm not showing that on my screen right now, but if you just want to get yet another example, you can look at it there. Or you can, oh wait, it's moving around and it's crazy, hold on. Or you can just go right to the blank one. So you'll put in your company or product first, then you're going to put in your 3 competitor names. So if I just want to talk about different professors and the different strategy canvas that I could come up with, I would put myself first, Professor T. I might want to compare myself to Professor Guess and maybe Professor Maloney. So I put that up there. Then what are the things that I think are most important? I could say things like knowledge. This is actually not fair because I would rate us all very high on these. Industry experience. Maybe teaching style, etc. So I fill that stuff in, and then I'm going to rank myself compared to the other ones. So if I'm talking about my knowledge when it comes to market research, potentially, I'm going to give myself a 10 out of 10 on knowledge. Professor Guest knows almost as much as me when it comes to market research, so I'm going to give her a 9. And Professor Maloney, he's more of a logistics and branding guy, not as much when it comes to market research, and so maybe I'll give him a 7. I worked in industries for a very, very long time beforehand, so again, I'm going to give myself a 10. Professor Guest, also tons of industry experience, as well as Maloney. So you can start to see it's already populating down below. Again, it's moving, sorry about that. It's already populating down below as I continue to fill stuff in, right? And then maybe my teaching style is an 8, and Professor Guest's teaching style is a 10, and Maloney's teaching style is a 9. And that's all I have. But you're going to continue and fill this in for as many factors as you think is important for your industry and your focal brand, as well as your top competition across the top. Right now the chart looks a little bit off because it's pre-designed that you should fill in as up to 3 competitors and up to, what is this, 12 factors. If you don't have that many factors, that's okay. All you need to do is click on the chart. Hold on, which is moving up. It's very hard to do this and record at the same time. Let me try it again. So you're going to click on the chart. If it'll let me click on the chart. And then just move this up so that it's only capturing the 3 that I need in terms of the teaching styles. And then I also need to just move it over one more time so that it does not include this last competitor here. I don't know why it's being so difficult. So I apologize for that. Move it over 1. There we go. So it's already showing me I have my teachings, I have my factors along the bottom, I have my competition here. And right now, this would look like a very crowded ocean because you're very fortunate that you have excellent professors teaching in your program. But when you put this document together for the product that you're interested in the end, you should come up with something that looks a little bit more like this. And here you can see now this would be an example of uncontested market space right here. There's an opportunity to offer potentially a better camera, or you might not need as good of a camera, but there's no competition in this area over here. So that's what we're talking for. That's the main idea. So what I want you to do to complete this assignment is read the Word document. Not only, as I mentioned, is there the introduction video and the introduction to the couple of different tools, I also have 3 different case study videos in there. Each of them is no more than 3 to 4 minutes long. One for Yellowtail, Wine, Cirque du Soleil, and Under Armour. Take a look at how they're using Blue Ocean, how they came up with their own uncontested market space by using the Blue Ocean strategy. And then follow the directions inside of the Word doc to actually build your own strategy canvas using the Excel template that's available to you. Once you've completed that and you have something that looks like this, all I want you to do is put that into a PDF, take a picture of your canvas that looks like this, into a PDF with your name on it, and upload that to the assignment Dropbox. If you have any questions about this assignment or about Blue Ocean in general, I'm happy to talk more about it. I'm actually really excited that I'm able to introduce this additional way of thinking, this Blue Ocean strategy concept to you. It was something that was introduced to me way back when I was in grad school. I've brought it with me to almost every job that I've worked at. We used it to help build marketing strategies for all of our clients at the ad agencies that I worked for. And we even did some Blue Ocean strategy stuff when I was at Norwegian Cruise Line. So this is a tool that I continue to use and that I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm excited to share it with you. So let me know if you have any questions.